Welcome back to the MLG.TV Columbus Open. We told you about Biolab CTF. We thought you would rather watch Detroit on Uplink.
Oh, well, we should have known this because we were looking at Hardpoint Solar, and technically, by our logic, we said Biolab would be the next game. So we were looking at the complete wrong list here. So yes, It is going to be Uplink Game 3, Capture the Flag Game 4, which is different than every other series we've had. All right, mixing it up.
Yeah, oh, and we have a beatdown on the ball carrier here by Apathy, and he is going to bring this through the middle connector. It looks like he has one player to beat in the opposing team's base. He's going to be taken out. Let's go on board with Slasher. Slasher defending that ball on the other team side of the map. He's going to pick up two, and it looks like he's going to have teammates moving with him. He is going to go in for the dunk, and we are going to have a 2-point score from FaZe to start Uplink up, and Colchan just gets absolutely embarrassed.
Well, if they can get control of this ball, they might be able to pass one across to him, but I don't think they're actually going to get that spawn control. And that's the most important thing. When you get scored on right away and your base is kind of infested, you have to make sure you get that respawn of the ball. Otherwise, you saw what happened earlier with replays in denial. And those 4 points they put in to beat Vitality in the closing seconds.
Yeah, and you see Colchan, he's pushed up pretty far right now. Can't let this satellite carrier get away. It looks like he's trying to bring this towards the other side, and it looks like it is going to be reset. So that's a play we've been seeing often. Obviously, if you want to reset the ball, if you throw it off of the map, and then once that satellite gets off the map, it'll spawn back in its original spot.
All right, so Sensor here, the hero of that game number 2. That was absolutely wild. Gets that ace in round number 11. We're watching Perplexed here. See if he can push on through the school. He's gonna, I swear I saw a melee come in, but his melee was better, and that might lead to a dunk. He actually ends up passing it. That was probably wise, though. I don't know if he would have got through there.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I think he would have made it through. With that extra health, I don't know.
You think he did? I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you he would have made it through.
He may have, but
nice play right there.
Okay, how many melees are we gonna see at the start of this game?
Yeah, I mean, the satellite is the most OP thing ever. Look at this. They're just going to beat each other down with it. I love it. I mean, it's a great animation, too. We actually saw in the last match we just casted over on Alpha when the players in Vitality were sitting in that little area by the garage and they were just meleeing. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great stuff. I'm really starting to fall in love with this uplink game type. And I know there need to be some tweaks, and that's certainly stuff that I think Sledgehammer and MLG and everyone involved will be
we got a pass.
Did that pass make
he was
it
taken
through?
Out, though.
And that's a big thing I do. You got to kill those people. You kind of have to have somebody not always in and around your home base. Obviously, it plays in layers. You want to push across, but you cannot have somebody sneak into your side and make something like that possible.
No, yeah, you can't let that happen. That's something that we see a lot of teams try and do. They set up that pass, but you need to control where the satellite spawns. I think that's the most important thing in Uplink as of now. You know, with the way the game is played, I think you need to control where the satellite spawns. You see Apathy, he's going to pick up one, but you know, Stunner, they've controlled the satellite more of the game than I feel like FaZe has so far.
Oh yeah, they definitely have. But with that said, FaZe is a 2-0 lead in the series, and currently a 2-1. Make it 4. Wait, where did it get stuck there?
I think when okay, so what I'm going to say happened is there was a pass, and then obviously like the pass follows the trajectory of where the player is. When Aches jumped down,
and stuff.
When Aches jumped down, probably behind that wall, it dove down the satellite and it hit the ambulance.
Yep, that's the thing with that homing, that kind of magnetism that it has. It will work with you as you start moving. So that's what I think happened too, and gets stuck there.
It looks like Perplex is going to throw the ball.
You saw Aches, you could see the confusion in his player movements. He's like, why am I not scoring?
Yeah, he thought he's like, where's the satellite? Where's the satellite? Sensor right there. He's just going to jump out the window and give the satellite to the opposing team. You know, really, no control. Something different from Stunner. They're trying to push this left side of the map. But see, most of the teams, they elect to go school side. And when you get through the school, if you go to the window that we saw Perplex win before, you're actually able to throw the satellite into the uplink portal from that window.
But as it stands, got about, what, 50 seconds left in this first half. Still been a pretty tight one. This is playing kind of slow, at least in the points department like we saw earlier in that series we did on the main stage. We'll see if this one comes down to the wire as well, as that had one hell of a finish. Slasher here trying to pick up kills mid-map. He has some coverage from his teammate and Sensor, who picks up a nice 2-piece. And we'll see if we can get a toss in. He unfortunately picks this right back out. He said the help comes, though. Apathy and Sensor leading the way for him. Oh, if they could have got that kill, that was a dunk incoming. Is there anyone else in position to try and fire this through?
He's got Aches in the front of the base, and it looks like Apathy working around the back, but he is going to be taken out. Looks like Sensor actually comes out of nowhere,
does get it,
and he is able to dunk that in. Huge play right there from Sensor. 11 seconds left. It looks like Aches is not moving for some reason. Looks like TJ Haley is trying to get control of the satellite. Looks like Aches is moving again. He is back to normal. It looks like FaZe is going to go into the second half of 4-1. Great clutch play right there out of Doug.
Yeah, that was incredible stuff. You know, he's coming off that clutch in game 2, clutching up now in game number 3, and that's stuff that's got to get FaZe fans at home fired up. When Censor's making plays like that, this team is going to be very, very tough to beat, and they have the advantage here going into the second half of Uplink, and they're looking like they might make 3-0 quick work of this Stunner team, who you've picked to finish in the top 8.
Yep, I picked Stunner in the top 8. Not going to waver off of that.
I like your confidence.
Yep. So you need in life, maybe. You need some confidence.
I like that. I like that. All right, so Perplexed here, mid-map, going to be able to clean up one there by Ambulance. Going to keep pushing. There's that check window. He saw one player for a second, got a hit marker or two, but not able to get that kill.
Yeah, you see Stunner. They're going to elect to go garage side with the satellite, and I like that play. This is where most teams find their success, on this side of the map. Oh, right there. Apathy just shuts it down.
Yeah, going to be able to pick up those kills.
Talking about all that success. And Apathy gets 2-piece.
Yeah, nice 2-piece from Apathy. He is going to be the drone carrier. See if he gets a pass across
He was trying to, but it's stuck in the... looks like that's a street lamp.
Yeah, the angle he had there was the same type of thing. I think
And it's Aches he's trying to pass it to again.
Aches, he'll get in the right spot, Aches.
No. Aches is definitely like Carmelo Anthony, where he just calls for the ball all the time, even when he's in not position to score. He's like, yo, toss me the rock. And like, he's never in actual position.
Yeah, there's like no passing lane for him whatsoever. You know, we have the open bracket teams right in front of us. There is one team on station number 9 getting fired up to the point where I actually fear for my life because we're within 20 feet of him. This player actually might be thrown out soon. He's going bananas.
Yeah. You know, sometimes in the heat of action, things happen. But Apathy, he's going to have the satellite towards mid-map, and he's just going to try and get out of there any way possible. Not able to happen. And this is what we see a lot out of Slasher. When we jump on his screen, no, not sprinting, not really using any of his exo abilities, just kind of hanging out, killing people with his bow. That's kind of his job on this team, though. Kind of stay alive, play a little bit slower, and, you know, pick up kills.
Yep, playing it smart right now. Still the 4-1 advantage here. Just over 3 to play. Now, again, yeah, I'd say as this is played out, with as slow as the scoring has come in, this 4-1 advantage looks pretty scary with 3 minutes left. But, you know, we saw in that series we did last time, you can put through 4 points in a matter of, what was it, 20, 25 seconds?
Yeah, it was about 25 seconds that we saw 4 points go through in that denial match, and that was awesome. And as you say that, TJ Haley puts in a dunk for 2. And right now, we have a 1-possession game between FaZe and Stunner.
And that 1 possession is the big difference maker there. Just the time allotted to try and get in that second point. That saves them a bit of pressure here. Now we're watching Stunner. He is mid-map, able to pick up one there on top box. He's got one in the back, trying to get shots in. He goes there and throws. That's so smart. You know, that's what we didn't see with Gutaga in that last series. He had a couple of spots where he might have been able to get a throw through, went for the dunk, and died right at the edge there. And gave them no points. They ended up losing that one, but great stuff there.
Well, interesting note about Slasher. He's evidently a robotics major, so he's very smart. I did not know that.
So he's very smart. Yeah, he makes robots.
Right. You have to be pretty smart to make robots.
Robot dogs you get like your kids as presents.
Nah, I think he's a little more technical than that.
All right, but Censor here, the man of the hour right now. He's had so many big plays throughout the course of this series. He's going to try and pass, and that one went for
Aches again. Stop passing the ball.
Some sort of S shape there, but eventually I think it tried to make it across. Ball's going to be down in the base basically right now of Stunner, so they need to try and get this thing out. Do they go for the reset? No, they're going to try and run it out.
Yeah, and I don't know if I like this decision for Stunner to try and run the satellite out. They're going to get it to about mid-map, but after that, you're not really sure what's going to happen, if they're going to be able to actually get it crossed. And they have one player actually flanking the satellite carrier right now. And let's go over and see who that is. That's going to be Apathy, and he's going to come right up on TJ Haley. Almost gets hit with the satellite, but see Apathy picking up 2 kills right there. He's going to go back towards his team. They're going to try and regroup and push up the map.
All right, so here comes Apathy. Going to rotate out. Passes it out across. It looks like they're going to try for what? Maybe an alley push here. But there's only, did they go for the reset? Yep. At this point, I mean, really, they could just reset. Just try and control the ball right now. I mean, 45 seconds left on the clock. You're up 2. No reason to make any kind of crazy plays. Yeah, I mean, that's really all they needed to do is control the satellite for the rest of this game. You see Censor is going to get taken out right there, but
looks like one of the players from Stunner actually team killed too. So Ake's going to be able to control the satellite in the middle of the map. He's going to run around. He's going to throw it outside, and he is just going to try and pick up some kills and get it back once it drops down.
25 seconds. That was great. Yeah, the reset, then on the reset. Control of that. Oh, he tried to throw it out, but he threw it actually to that player. Is he going to set him up for a score?
Oh, no.
I think he did. He threw it right to him. There's one person with a chance.
Play.
I think that was Censor again. God.
Censor just coming up huge in this series against Stunner. I mean, Ake's almost threw the ball to TJ Haley, where TJ Haley is going to take the satellite and just dunk it in.
He was trying to clear it. He was trying to throw it out again, just like he just did, but ends up getting intercepted there by Haley. I thought he was going to punch it through, but then Mr. Doug Censor Martin.
I don't think Censor's
They call him Cinderella.
Why?
I don't know. But he is able to play the clutch factor throughout this one. I mean, in every game type really throughout this, he's had huge plays.
Yeah, I mean, in hardpoint, you know, he was always around the hill causing chaos, you know, not the most kills, but that's really not what he's supposed to do.
Not in hardpoint. Hardpoint's the one he's always...
Hardpoint's the one where he's just the bait.
He's pretty much always going to struggle unless he, I don't say gets lucky, but if you're that guy, if you're in the hill and you end up getting, like, let's say 5 defends during that one hill, you're having a big hill. It's very tough to do, you know, because in this game especially, they're flying in from every angle. It's
you're
like
getting meaningful kills.
Spider-Man, his girlfriend, his people zooming in from everywhere.
All you're doing as that person is you are getting meaningful kills in the hill. All those kills mean something. Obviously, the kills in rotation, kills across the map, they mean things as well, but those are the really meaningful kills. Then he pulls out out of nowhere, around 11 ace.
That might be the first ace of Censor's LAN career. No, I don't know. I'm being sarcastic. I'm sure he's had one before, but that I haven't personally casted one, and that was some special stuff.
And then in uplink right there in the last 10 seconds.
He came off spawn.
He absolutely saves the game right there.
Came off spawn.
That was going to be a 2-point score.
He couldn't really miss many shots. I don't think he was very weak. I think he was full health. He had that extra shield.
Because he dipped around that ambulance and went back to the right.
Censor cut him up.
He cut him up. Great read right there from Censor. So FaZe is going to 3-0 Stunner.
So that means we have a 3-0 denial, a 2-1 FaZe. Stunner, I know Vitality was 0-2.
Probably 1-2 Stunner.
Who did Stunner beat?
CLS Esports, I think.
Okay. So Stunner probably is 1-2 then, yeah. So right now, kind of what we thought. Denial, FaZe in control of their fates right now in this group.
Yeah, so when we come back from this quick commercial break, we're going to have another pool play match for you guys, so stay tuned.